Hello everyone, my name is Maple Blossom and I welcome you back finally. So, we have some pre-recorded episodes, so this is... What are you doing, Mina? Been a really long while for me since I last recorded. But I'm back in the saddle once again, for a short while at least. So I hope everybody have had a good Christmas and New Year's break or whatever you do during this time. I've been having a lot of fun as you can see. Edwin is evolved. So my nephew actually got a Let's Go Pikachu for a Christmas present, so I could trade back and forth with him and evolve Adrian. So right now, she should be a real powerhouse as a Gengar. A glass cannon, but a powerhouse. So yeah, we are still gonna have some pre-recorded episodes from this point, because I will have to record entire upcoming weeks episodes beforehand, because I'm going away again. I have just returned home to my home in Umeå. It's almost midnight. It's really late because I wanted to stay with my parents for as long as I could. But I'm going to travel away at noon tomorrow, so I have just barely 12 hours, 13 hours on me to both record, edit, export, upload. What more do you say? Sleep, eat, everything else you need to do, repackage everything from my parents' house to a smaller bag for my other trip. So it's quite little amount of time, I would have to say, personally, but it's fun. It's... Whoa. Back. No. Like that should be fine. Yeah, sorry about that. Had to do some Whoa. Quake almost died from that. We're gonna put Jack in for safety measure. But so, I am a bit stressed. I've just run home from the train station like with big luggage jogging through the snow. Heavy. But it gets the adrenaline pumping and gets you going. So hopefully it will be quite interesting. We are still... So back to the actual episode. We are still in Team Rocket headquarters as last time. I've healed up, but Quake is already down again. In between the episodes, but nothing else except for the trade to evolve Egwin. I could give my nephew a Bellsprout. So hopefully it was worth for him. It's really fun to know that he had a Pokeball Plus. He had my sister, his parents had actually been nice enough to him to buy one, but they had no idea you could get Mew from it. Wonderful youth. So let's see if we as adults can actually get around all of this. Right now we don't seem to be going around really effectively as you could want to do. Let's see what's over here then. You're just a Silph Co employee, yeah. So yeah, it feels really nice to be back actually, to be able to play, because I haven't been able to play Let's Go for the entire Christmas break. I could have played on my Let's Go Pikachu if I wanted to, but if I did, I could only play up to this point, because we are gonna see it live. I want to show my reaction, because I like that myself in playthroughs on new games at least. So yeah, back in the saddle doing stuff, but the weeks are gonna be hectic. I got my medical practice next week to go through, so I'll be gone for 1 week, have to record that week beforehand. Then I have 1 week where I'm actually home in my apartment where I have my recording equipment, but it will be the week when I have my exam for this semester. So I will have to probably record a few of the episodes beforehand as well for that. And then the weekend after that, I will be moving. Because the place where I'm having my medical practice right now, which I'm only traveling to for a short time, a week right now, I will be moving there for the next semester. So I will be moving the next weekend, but my stuff won't move with me. They will move a few days later, meaning that I probably have to record another week forward. So it might become a bit jumpy up and down between the episodes. Hopefully not too much. Because as I said, after this 3 videos up in the week when you're seeing this is Monday, and you will be seeing me with the same appearance, same hopefully energetic self for 3 episodes in a row. Then I will do some recording back and forth freehand for 2 weeks, 6 episodes, but hopefully it will not be all 6 episodes in the same sitting of recording, because that would be quite boring for you to see and quite hard on me. So I'm lost. I'm really lost right now in this Silph Co building. I have never liked buildings with both stairs, different stairs, and teleport platforms, because I get lost, especially with the teleport platforms, because you never know, if you don't know them beforehand, which floors they go to, because it's not always one-to-one. It could be several floors all at once going up and down. And I have talked about it before. I want to try and fight as many of the grunts as possible, just like I want to fight as many trainers as possible in gyms, because that will be the best XP for the team. Because I feel my team is okay. I don't like, some of them are over leveled, some are not. So I feel it's quite good balanced right now in the game. As said, I feel that the XP share going on in this game is actually the best it's been in a while. For what the game is, with its catching mechanic, no wild battles, things like that. I feel it's quite good actually. Balanced XP share, because the XP share hasn't been balanced in the last few games. I would probably like the old XP share way the better, with having the XP share on one Pokemon, so you can focus your training on that single Pokemon, so you don't overlevel everybody else because you want to have the XP share on that specific Pokemon. But yeah, it works. I've seen some comments, some have been mad at me because I say green instead of blue. I hopefully have explained it before. If I haven't, hit me up with a comment and I will explain it. Because I'm a bit lost to if I have explained it in a video or if I have just explained it to friends. Because it gets messed up. All Pokemon stuff for me is like up in the air, rumbling around. So if I haven't explained it, I think I explained it in my answer to the comment, and otherwise say that I haven't explained it and I will explain it for you. But as long as green isn't on the screen, or blue, the one I call blue, I won't talk too much about it. Feel like it takes up time, but I could maybe make information videos about Pokemon characters and places and things like that, because I've seen at least one person try to do like explanation of Pokemon trainers. But the one person that I saw do like character explanation videos, he messed it up. Because he mixed game and manga characters. And if you need to know one thing about the Pokemon universe, as of what we know right now in early 2019, is that all the different media, manga, anime, the different animes, the different mangas, the games, they are different universes. They have different characters that aren't connected at all, except that they are based on similar things. Oh, my recording hicked up. But it should be fine, I hope. So, like, Red from the games and Ash. Wow! Why is my recording hicking up again? Please, no troubles. I don't have time for trouble right now. Double trouble. Yeah, but for example, why is my recording hicking up? Because I think you see it as well, and it is the recording that isn't working well, and not just my screen not working. But yeah, Niklas, say things for once. Red from the games and Ash from the anime are not related. They are both based on the same character. Ash is based after Red from the games because the games came before the anime. But they are not related. Red does not exist in the anime. Ash does not exist in the games. No connection. Everything about Red being a big brother, how Pikachu was Red's old Pikachu, theories like that, they are theories. And as long as Nintendo and Game Freak doesn't come out with solid proof that there exists a character in the Pokemon anime that is called Red, that comes from Town, that is the son of Delia, an unknown father, and the big brother of Ash, they are not brothers, they are not of the same universe. Or as games that I played through before, they kinda messed it up by having Steven reference a Black Charizard, and the only other time we have seen Steven fight a Black Charizard is when he fought whatever he's called in the anime. So people connected that, oh, the games and the anime are connected because of that line, and the same with the girl from the Delta episode talking about how she has seen into another world where Mega Evolutions doesn't exist. And that also got people jumping really hard on the multiverse theory of Pokemon. But they are just coincidences. It might be Nintendo hinting at something, and it might be not. Unless Nintendo actually comes out with an official timeline like they did with Zelda, nothing is confirmed. If someone talks about it like, oh, I believe this is what I believe, it's not like, because many people that talk theories, they talk about theories as if the theory is the truth, and it's not. It's just a theory. It can have good clues, like those games clues. They are strong. They are not binding complete truths, but they are strong clues about how things might be. Or theorists can talk about really vague non-clues that they make into clues or hints at something, with shipping being one of the most notorious for having things that are not hints, not clues, used as clues. Like, oh, these two characters held hands, so now they are a couple. These two characters look at each other in this way, so now they are a couple. Like, yeah. But we'll see how it goes. if Nintendo releases a complete official timeline of Pokemon with all the games connected in some way, I feel it might get the same response as Zelda, because it won't be good. My opinion on the thing, to just finish it off, is to say that when remakes are made, they take the place of the original game, and things that doesn't make complete sense line up with the old games, like people are talking about why doesn't Mega Evolutions exist in old games, why do Sycamore talk about Mega Evolutions as if it's something new in Kalos, when Cinia, I think she's called in the Delta episode, talks about how Mega Evolutions has been a thing for her people all this long time in Hoenn, why those kinda not connect in a good way. Those are not clues. Things like that. It's plot holes. They doesn't have to make complete sense because the games were made later on. So I really hope Nintendo stick with one timeline where remakes, replays old new games, or the old games, the old versions of themselves. Because if you talk about Mega Evolutions not existing in older games, different types, different attacks, different abilities, genders, we have many things that change the Pokemon gameplay that has been new in things, but just because they aren't part of the story in a major way doesn't mean they make sense to not have existed. Why should Magnemite in these in the old 19th game not be weak to fire, while in all the games in the 20th century they are weak to fire because now they are steel type? That makes as little sense as the plot hole with Mega Evolutions existing in X and Y and Auras, but not in the old games. Think of that. But yeah, we are trying to pull through this Silph Co. I'm sorry if the battles drag on a bit because I'm talking. Hopefully they do not do that too much. But because I'm lost. And because I like theories. I said I would finish talking about theories, and now I start talking about, just to say, I like theory, I like to make stories, to make connection between things, to find patterns where the patterns are there but they are really not too obvious. But because I want to become an author, I really like that kind of stuff. But the problem lies with I'm also a down-to-earth, realistic person in a sense, and therefore I want things like theories to really have solid, good grounds when it comes to their clues and hints. And for people to talk truthfully that they are theories, they are not truth. Because if you talk about a theory and then say, oh, this is not maybe the complete truth, but this is what I feel would be the best or is the most realistic way, then that's fine, because that would be that person's opinion. But when they talk about things like, this is the fact, and it's not, it's just a hint, it becomes bad in my mind. So, hit me up with things like that if you want to in the story, because this game, because Let's Go is so far might be the most multiverse hinting thing, where because they have changed up the story, I would say the story the most between a remake and its old game. So this might really be another universe. Would be bad in my opinion. Like, what doesn't say they could rewrite the story that Red wasn't the person to disband Team Rocket, even in our current canon long big storyline. It could be us, just that it messed up, like people believe it was Red and Green that defeated Team Rocket, but it's actually this guy and Green that did it. Like, things that like that could be really true. Like Dark Souls, if we take a completely opposite game to Pokemon. We for a long while thought that Artorias was the one to like seal off the void or darkness or whatever it's called, the abyss. Like he was the one to step into the abyss and take the abyss away, or seal it away, or whatever he did. But when the DLC came out, we actually found out, because we are the players, we are the ultimate people, that we as the player were the chosen undead was the one that actually went into the abyss and sealed it away. Artorias tried to go into abyss, but he fell to it and became evil, and we defeated him. So you could have twists like that. This game could be a similar twist that we have for all this time thought that Red was the one to disband Team Rocket, but he's not. Think about that theory out there. And the same with like how Red, Green and Blue from this game so far seem to have the Pokemon of their manga counterparts, and I previously talked about how the manga and the games shouldn't be connected, like the anime shouldn't be connected to them. So that's also something to think about. But as I said, it could just be that they needed a team for Green and Red and Blue, and like didn't want them to have the same Pokemon, like for Red to have his usual team of starters, Snorlax, Lapras and a sixth Pokemon. Maybe Espeon, maybe something else. And they needed a team for Blue, the girl that is introduced in the games for the first time now, and a team for Green, even though he has his gym team. But maybe they thought, oh, we want a starter for each of them, what is the best thing to do? Yeah, maybe the best thing is to have them take their manga teams, because the manga teams are actually quite varied and balance out each other. They have done a real good job with the manga. As you can see on my Instagram, I have the complete manga, or like complete up to Black and White at least, or Black and White 2. X and Y have not come to, not even X and Y have come to Sweden yet, to my knowledge. So I haven't gotten hold of more than Black and White and Black and White 2 pockets. But I like the manga. It's really good, and just like the creator of Pokemon said, the manga is the best interpretation of the games. Like how Pokemon abilities would be dangerous in the real world, how Pokemon can die, how they actually are living, breathing things that not just faint. Things like that. He has said that the adventure manga is the best interpretation of the games out there. So I take a lot of clues from that manga when I try to create fanfics that take a more realistic approach to things. Wrong direction. Yeah, I haven't fought you yet. Oh my, we are so lost. Scientist Travis. Grimer. And come on, Lucy. You're not the best matchup for a Grimer, but hopefully we can do some damage either way. Petal Dance. Boink. Wow. What? Fire Punch? Ow. Sadly, Petal Dance is forced to continue, otherwise I would have used Razor Leaf. Grimer out. And now we're confused. I never get a free on the Petal Dance. Send out Muck. Yeah, of course. Pokemon. Let's do Jackie to just have a quick finish off. Yeah, because we should be quite good. Ice Punch. Wow, you're resisting grass moves, but you still have cover-ups for them. Why? Because poison is weak to like what are you weak to? Ground? Okay, ice could be good against ground. I could agree with that. But fire punch. Why would a poison type need a fire punch? They don't have a weakness against anything that is weak against fire. Strange. But Muck is gone, and I feel like that will have to end this first episode of me actually recording in 2019. It's the 4th episode. No, it's the 3rd episode of 2019. But first time recording for me in this year that hopefully will be as good as 2018 was. So, I will heal, look around maybe a bit in the building to see if I can get less lost right now, because I'm just running around and that is boring. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Hit comment, like, subscribe, the usual stuff. Have a nice evening, healthy life, and I will see you as we continue into 2019. Bye bye. Bye bye.